Good morning, everyone. Today, took a drive out to Saint Clair, Michigan, about an hour north of Detroit. It's right along the Saint Clair River. We also have the Bridge to Bay Trail that goes right through. And that will go, it's a bike path, multi-use path that goes up to Port Huron and down towards Algonac. So we're gonna check out this park. I've never been here before. I got a little BMX track next to it, like a dirt path. We'll see what's up with that. So, try to have some fun here. So, this is what they call the BMX track here. Kind of disappointing if you're on an actual BMX bike, but if you're on like a mountain bike, this would be kind of cool to have in your neighborhood. With anything made of dirt, someone has to maintain it, and if you don't have a group of people that are constantly maintaining it, it's gonna kind of turn into this. So wouldn't really call it a BMX track, probably just more a bicycle skills route maybe. I'm gonna take a walk, see if I find anything that attracts my eye. A place called Tap Cafe back there. Looks like there's some Halloween decorations going on over there too. We'll check that out. Mostly trying to get over my fear of looking like an idiot talking into my phone by myself. This only makes sense that there's a skeleton on a bike for cycling and snacks. So I got an Irish cream frappuccino from Tap across the street, walking back to the water. I just want something that was cold and tasted good. Kind of got hot at the skate park earlier and figured I'll take it to go and can walk along this boardwalk while I drink it, and then probably take the road bike out and explore the city a little bit. And the land you see across the water is actually Ontario, Canada. This is the Saint Clair River. If you were to follow this river all the way down, you'd go into Lake Saint Clair and then to the Detroit River. If you followed it north, you'd end up past Port Huron and into Lake Huron. So I moved the car. I have the car in a lot, it doesn't seem busy, so hopefully it's not a problem. I'll be riding this Cannondale CAD-X. It has Ultegra components and 105. Did put some flat pedals on it just because I knew I'd be on and off the bike a little bit today. Got a old school BMX combination of smooth tire in the back and knobby in the front, just because I had a glass shard in my other road tire. So put that one on and probably put the other knobby on for some exploring later in the fall. There's many historic homes in the area. I believe a couple have been converted to bed and breakfasts. But nice road, nice bike lane to ride in. A little bit of an incline back to downtown, but it's Michigan, so it's pretty flat when you're near the water. Right along this road, it's really nice. There's a lot of nice houses that back up to the water. It's kind of like when you're going through Grosse Pointe. See these houses a little better though. See a classic car in there. But this is my favorite type of riding. When you can ride and see the water and see nice houses, minimal traffic, and perfect day. Sun's out. I'm in cycling shorts and a short sleeve. I'm perfectly comfortable. I think it's about 70 out. So once again, perfect day in Michigan. Birch Bay Trail now. There's some nice wildflowers out and things. We'll see where it takes us. You know, sometimes when you're riding alone, you get some boring stretches. You think of thoughts to entertain yourself. And I just recalled a joke my friend Ryan told me. He said, "What's a pirate's favorite letter?" Would you say R? You might think it's the R, but it's actually the C. Ha ha ha! We're going on this stretch. Usually stick to the main highway, but it's nice scenery over here. This is the Riverwalk in Port Huron. Very beautiful this time of year. There's actually mink that live along here. I saw one about a year ago, about this time of year actually. There's crawfish that live near the edge under the rocks. But this is part of the Bridge to Bay Trail. And downtown Port Huron's just over here. And we will go to my favorite coffee shop, the Raven, and grab something to drink before we go back. The Blue Water River Walk. They have a farmer's market here. I believe it's on Saturdays. So, we made it. Made it to my favorite coffee shop, the Raven. Usually when I took my wife to a new coffee shop, she'd say it wasn't that good, but this is one of those exceptions where I took her to the Raven and she actually really enjoyed it. This is a really cool tunnel. This is right after the riverfront in Port Huron ends under this bridge. Bunch of paintings. Pretty nice. And that's where the sidewalk ends, Shell Silverstein. So we're done with the ride. That was a nice one. Did 29 miles, just shy of 30. Bike handled great. Saw a lot of scenery. The Bridge to Bay Trail from Saint Clair to Port Huron was mostly a road ride. The trail's pretty much the road and right next to the road. So if you're looking for a trail that's like in the woods or through some marshland, it's not really gonna be how this trail is. I think if you go south from here towards Algonac, you get a little more of that, but out here it's mostly road. But looked at the water most of the time and was just happy to be outside on a bike. Grew up mostly riding BMX bikes, but now that I'll be 40, I'm just happy to be on any kind of wheels. My first love's always the BMX bike, so got to ride that for about an hour or so at the skate park, and then switched over to the road bike to keep my dad bod in check and just to enjoy the outdoors and see new things. I still feel the best way to see a city is on a bicycle. You can get around pretty quick, get on and off, you don't have to worry about parking, and get to enjoy the weather. I should have wore sunscreen though. Be my only regret for today. Definitely should have wore some sunscreen. My forearms are on fire right now. But have a good one. Hopefully be able to make this into a little edit and hopefully explore other cities and get coffee.